All right, everybody. So, hey, what's going on? My name's Terry. Welcome back to the channel. Look, hope you guys and gals are all doing well today. Now, I'm wearing a lav mic hooked up to my DJI microphone instead of just clipping it up here. So hopefully this all sounds good and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. So, hey, just wanted to give you guys and gals a little update about my fiber installation with i3 Broadband. You know, a little while back, I said how I was finally giving Charter the old boot because of a year-long issue I was having with them, and they either just couldn't fix or didn't know how to fix or just didn't really want to fix with a service node problem. A little recap here, folks. Sorry, y'all, my nose is itching. We're going from, like, you know, cold weather to warm weather back to cold, and my allergies are flaring up. It's so bad. But anyway, though, sorry, back on point. So the issue I've been having, you know, with Spectrum is that as a content creator, I also stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/ohheyterry. If you're not following me, you probably most definitely should now, just saying. Whenever I would hit go live or even try to upload anything to YouTube, like these here, my internet would just completely drop out. Anything that relied on the upload side of things would completely bork my connection, and it used to recover by itself, but toward the end there, it was so bad I would actually have to physically, you know, reboot my Spectrum modem, and then everything would come back online. But, you know, gaming was just fine, downloading stuff was just fine, but anything that, you know, heavily impacted my upload bandwidth would just kill out everything, you know what I mean? And after a lot of back and forth, come to find out, once again, it was a node problem, a network service node problem. So it wasn't just affecting me, it was affecting literally everybody on my block, maybe the block over from that too. Like, it was a whole to do, you know what I mean? But again, long story short, after a year of going through with them, they just wouldn't fix it or didn't know how to fix it or didn't even know, you know, where to begin to look to attempt to fix it. Like, 2 local supervisors even had no idea why I was still having problems with what I'm, you know, doing here. So I have fiber now. It's a company called i3 Broadband. And, well, there was a little problem with it like a couple days or so ago. Nothing to do with them, but a construction contractor was digging and dug right through a main line, not just for i3, but in our area here, Spectrum, Comcast, Verizon, and also i3. So, like, there were, you know, a lot of companies that were out of service for like 12 or 14 hours, but they all worked together, got everything fixed, and everything is back up and running. So that was no fault of theirs, and, you know, but everybody was asking me, hey, could I make a follow-up video talking about the installation process? How easy was it? If everything is working? And long story short here, folks, everything is working beautifully. My download and upload speeds, they haven't fluctuated at all. They're always at minimum 900 megabits per second up and down, like at a bare minimum, sometimes 875, but I just call that margin of error. So, like, they're stable, they're always the same speeds, there's zero fluctuation, it's incredible. As far as the installation process went, the technician they happened to send out was a young kid around my age, possibly even a little bit younger. Like, I'm gonna be 34, so everybody younger than me, I always call a kid, just jokingly. So, a young pup they sent out here, but he knew what he was doing. He knew his stuff. He was out here for maybe about an hour and 10 minutes running the line, hooking everything up outside, actually installing a fiber ingest box or fiber box, whatever you want to call them, on the side of our home. Like, he did all of that in right around an hour or maybe just a little bit over. He explained everything to me, and, you know, one of the key things that he wanted to make a point about, which is something that I already knew, but I'm also glad he was telling this to new customers, was that if there's ever anything wrong with the network that they might need to come out to take a look at, like in person, the only place they really have to look at is between my modem and their hookup line in my front yard, because as we all know, fiber is your own dedicated link to your ISP. There's no thing like Spectrum to where, okay, well, you have a service node, so this one node is octopussing out to, you know, to take care of, you know, 1,000 different homes, you know, or something like that, you know what I mean? So it's a dedicated line to my ISP. And then, of course, they distribute the traffic depending on where it's got to go on their end, you know what I mean? So if there's ever a problem, it's literally between my modem and their hookup in my front yard. So that's awesome. About a week after that, another group of people came out, two guys, and I didn't even know they were here. They were very quiet. They were very respectful. I only knew they were here because I heard them talking outside of my bedroom window, and that was the bury team, to where they come out and actually bury the line. They didn't tear up my yard at all. They used a little trencher, so it looks like a shovel, but instead of shoveling, it's flat. So like pretend this here is a trencher, okay? So it's just a flat piece of metal like this here with the handle, and you just shove this down into the ground to make a line or to make a trench, you know what I mean? And that is exactly what they used to bury the line. So as far as where they buried it at, you can't even see it, and it's great again because they didn't even tear up the front yard. Now they did have to use a pickaxe on our driveway, but that's because where they buried it at by our driveway, it's not concrete, it's rock. You know what I mean? So they just used a pickaxe to dig up that rock, bury the line. But even in the rock, you have to look very hard to see where they actually even dug up that rock. You know what I mean? So they did an incredible job. They were very mindful in the backyard of our pets. Like they just did a phenomenal job. And I was telling some of my viewers on Twitch last night that it's such a weird feeling to be able to hit that go live button now, and number one, not see my bitrate fluctuate at all. Like I have it set to 8,000 and it is pegged at 8,000. Like it doesn't fluctuate, it doesn't move. But more importantly, it just works. Like, I had a friend of mine tell me before that I got fiber. Like they said, Terry, whenever I got fiber, it was one of the things where you just hook it up and you forget about it. And that literally so far is what I'm noticing. Like even with Spectrum trying to upload videos, a 100 megabyte 4K video would take 45 minutes to upload, even though I had a 45 megabit per second upload speed with Spectrum. And you could say, oh, that speed's kind of low. And here's the thing, yeah, it might be, but I mean, a 100 megabit file, 45 minutes, that's insane. Just for a little test, I did a raw gameplay video of like 3 or 4 gigs. I uploaded it to my gaming channel with no editing, but just set to private just to test out my upload speed. I uploaded a 4 gig video in a little under a minute. Yeah, going from 45 to literally a full gig up. I knew it was going to be way faster, but I guess I just couldn't comprehend the actual speed increase. Like that's insane to me, So I know that a couple people in my last video about this commented, even sent me a message on Twitter saying, hey Terry, i3 is available in my area. Could you make up a follow video to let us know your experiences with the text, the install, over the phone stuff? And that's what this is. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that i3 is the best company out there because I've only had them for not even a full month yet, but just from what I've gone through in the last few weeks with i3, I will say they are leaps and bounds better than Spectrum ever was. Everything is way more reliable. Not only that, it's way cheaper. Like for right now, I'm on I think it's a 1 year special right now, to where their gig up, gig down plan is only $40 a month. And then after that first year, it only goes up to $60. And for a gig down, 45 up on Spectrum, I was paying, this is sickening, $120. I know, don't come for me. That was stupid, but hey, it's what they had, So a gig up, a gig down, at max, $60 a month after the first year. My telephone is also through i3 as well now. And the cool thing about their internet is that they do not tax it. So it's literally just that. $40 now, then $60, no tax. But unfortunately, the telephone line, that's a federal thing apparently, or something, or it's federally regulated or something like that. So it's $10 a month plus tax. But with Spectrum, it was $20 a month plus tax. So I'm even saving money there. And then just to get rid of Spectrum completely, I actually even dumped their TV service, so I don't even have that. I now have Sling. and that's $40 a month, and it's literally all the channels I used to watch on Spectrum, just no longer on Spectrum. So that's great. I'm saving so much money. I'm literally paying like $80, $90 less a month compared to everything I had with Spectrum, moving to i3 for internet, telephone, and Sling now. So I'm a happy camper. And again, the fact that I can go live whenever I want to, upload videos like this here with zero problem now. Like again, y'all, even uploading videos would cause my internet to bottom out. It was so dumb. And the fact that I can just, you know, sit down here and focus on making the best content I can for you guys and gals, whether it's stuff like this here or stuff over on my Twitch channel, like, it's a big breath of fresh air knowing that the only limiting factor I have in all of this stuff now is me, not my internet. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys and gals a quick little update here about the whole internet i3 situation. So long story short, do I recommend them? If you have them in the area, yes, I highly recommend them. You're not gonna regret it, folks, I promise. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this video edited for you all. And again, you can find me live over on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/ohheyterry. I'm still working out a schedule, got some IRL things to work out as one usually does, but just do me a favor, make sure you're following me over on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. All updates are posted there as per usual. And until next time, folks, again, my name is Terry. Thank you all for coming by, and I'll see you guys and gals next time.